Nestle. Nestle are the world's largest food and beverage company. And to quote them directly, we unlock the power of food to enhance the quality of life for everyone today and for generations to come. What a joke. The truth is, Nestle are the largest food and beverage company in the world, but they're also considered to be one of the worst corporations on the planet. Yet somehow our homes are full of their products. But today we're going to be talking about Nestle chocolates and why you should not buy them. This week's video is supposed to be about Nestle chocolate. But once I started researching this company, it was like going down a rabbit hole. They are toxic. I'm going to try and remain on script here, but bear with me. But before we get into it, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by hitting the subscribe button. It's completely free to do so. I put out an irreverent but deadly serious video every single Thursday on corporate greenwashing and tips on how you can reduce your personal carbon footprint. So if you also hit the notification button, you will get notified every time I put a video up and you won't miss a thing. So let's get into it. For anyone who hasn't seen the video I did a couple of weeks ago on Ferrero Rocher chocolates, there's a link in the description below. What I did was to buy 13 boxes of chocolates, and the idea was to do a chocolate to packaging weight ratio. And Ferrero Rocher came out worst at 45% packaging and 55% chocolates. But today we're not talking about Ferrero Rocher, we're talking about Nestle. And we're going to start today with Nestle's dairy box. How do they put it? A sumptuous assortment of smooth milk chocolates. To be honest, I didn't care for these much. I honestly didn't. They were not my favourites of the boxes of chocolates that we were forced to eat over the last couple of weeks. It's been hard, I can tell you. But on this, we have a weight of 29% packaging and 71% of chocolates. And you can see here that what they've done, I don't know if you can see that, is they've bulked out the packaging here so that the box looks bigger. I mean, it's still got the same weight on it. It's got the weight on the back, 180 grams, but it looks bigger. And that's to fool the idiots like you and me into buying them. And what I mean by that, this is actually a thing. If you go in to buy wine and there's two wines, you can't decide which one there is, what you're usually going to do is you're going to pick the bigger bottle, even though you know empirically that they've both got 75 centilitres in them. People can't help themselves but to buy the slightly bigger bottle. Not necessarily you. This is a thing that happens. It's a human condition. And they do that by that dimple in the bottom of the bottle, and it's not there for the waiter to put his thumb in. Okay, it's bottles back in the day, and even your glasses, if you look at them, they're all slightly concaved rather than convex, so they don't wobble. That's what the dimple in the bottom of the bottle is for. It's not for the waiter to put his thumb in. It's the wine waiter's business or the wine waitress's business where they put their thumb. That dimple in the bottom of the bottle is now there to fool you into buying that bottle because it looks bigger. That's what it's there for. Anyway, let's get back to the bloody chocolates. So this one is 29% weight and 71% chocolates. And what you have in here, you've got this. And this is the only bit really that needs to be. This is cardboard, so it's not too bad. But this is your nonsense here. So let's move on to Black Magic, and here we have the Black Magic box, where we are invited to discover the secret of the black magic box. And there is a secret about the black magic box which I would like to know the answer to. So you've got this bit of plastic and you've got the cardboard, and this comes in at 24% packaging and 76% chocolates. So relatively, and this is middle ground by the way, across all of the chocolates, the average was 25% packaging and 75% chocolates. So this is, this is one of the better ones, relatively. It's pretty good actually. But here is the interesting secret. So we're going to compare what's on the back of each of these boxes of chocolates. So helpfully, and it is helpful because you don't see this very often. They've got on the back here of the dairy box, it says the carton you can recycle, the insert you can recycle, and the tray you can recycle. And the film, which isn't on here obviously because otherwise we couldn't have eaten the chocolates, is don't recycle, which is fair enough. But then we go over to the black magic box made by the same people. It says card widely recycled, insert widely recycled, plastic tray not currently recycled. So this one is recyclable and this one's not recyclable. Same company, same product. I don't even know, I don't even understand what that means. Can you see the difference? Does anybody know the answer to this? Please comment below if you know the answer. I'm just wondering how this would play out at the recycling centre when on the conveyor belt when they're sorting the plastics into different piles, and you've got the senior guy there who's been there 3 weeks, and he takes the new guy, the youngster under his wing, and this guy says, well, I don't know which one's which, and he says, don't worry son, after a couple of weeks you'll be able to tell the difference between a dairy box and black magic with your eyes closed. It's all in the texture. It's all in the texture. Do you think they care enough? What do you do with these? Would you put these into different places? I'd really love to know, because to me this is a big cock up from a big company who doesn't give a shit about the big picture. This is the company, after all, who used to be signed up for their flagship chocolate bar, the Kit Kat, to the Fairtrade, which we all know. We've all heard of Fairtrade. They've now swapped from Fairtrade to the Rainforest Alliance. Now, by doing that, they are saving themselves almost £2 million a year. This is £2 million a year that they're not paying to the farmers, to the cocoa farmers and the sugar farmers who need it the most. So this isn't exactly fair trade, is it? And this is just Kit Kat bars. The majority of their chocolate bars were already on the Rainforest Alliance, or what's the other thing they have called Nestlé's Cocoa Plan. What utter bollocks. Anyway, so what this has done, just on Kit Kats, it's done 3 things. One is to reduce their costs by £2 million a year. 2, it's reduced what they pay the farmers, the people who need this money to live, to survive. They've reduced that payment by £2 million a year. And thirdly, with these stupid new kite marks, they are sowing confusion into the public mind. We won't remember which one was the good one and which one was the bad one. Remember, fair trade is good. Non-profit organisation has been doing good for years, and these people are jeopardising their future as well. Swapping away from fair trade to this Rainforest Alliance is like a football team saying, we don't like the rules, we're going to get a different referee, except we want to play on the same playing field as you. That is what is going on here. And there's a quote, Bill Shankly once said, some people think football is a matter of life and death. I assure you it's much more serious than that. I mean, I think that's utter bollocks as it goes. I think that is utter bollocks. But it's very pertinent to what we're talking about here. This is a matter of life and death for farmers in countries that are a long way away, countries that we don't care about. This is a real matter of life, death and suffering. And when I'm talking about suffering, I'm not talking about the pain you feel when your team loses 1-0 to the Arsenal. I'm talking about real suffering. And these people don't care. They don't care. Make them care. Stop buying their products. Please don't buy any Nestlé chocolates this Christmas or ever. And please educate yourself on which products are made by Nestlé and boycott them. And one more thing. Go into Google, do it as soon as you finish watching this video, and type in what is wrong with Nestlé. And you will see what I've seen. They are horrible. What is wrong with Nestlé? Type it in. What is wrong with Nestlé? Or how bad are Nestlé? Or Nestlé bad? Or what are the problems with Nestlé? Type any of those things in and you get past then the corporate, if you just put Nestlé in, they pretty much own the front page. If you put what is wrong or something like that, you get the real information on what they are. And there's a list as long as my arm of things that they've done and continue to do. So please do check that out. And I'm sorry, I've gone a bit off script today. This was supposed to be about chocolate. And on that, I would say again, as I said a couple of weeks ago in my Ferrero Rocher one, if you're going to buy chocolates for people, buy something from an independent chocolatier where they make them on the premises, but they don't overpackage them. They're so much more elegant. And really, they're so much better for the planet. So please do that. I have been Angus. Thank you so much for watching. If you care about this stuff, please do subscribe to my channel, comment, like, dislike if you want, but really if you're a proper grown up, you can probably comment if you don't like it and tell me why, which would be great. So thank you again for watching. So next week I'm going to do a rundown on what I've been doing for the last 9 weeks as a climate actor videoist. Thank you so much. The man from Nestlé, he said yes! I'm sorry, my only daughter. Things are going to be tough for the next few years. We are going to have to take you out of school. We can keep you on the farm for a short while, but it may be that we'll have to send you away to Europe or America to earn money to send home if you cannot find a husband whose farm has a contract using Fairtrade.